What can you expect from the markets and AMC to actually, bring in this week ahead of us, especially this week being the very first week as we get into the Q4 marking here at the beginning of October. So guys, what are you wanting to know? I know the AMC short squeeze play, it's still intact, and it's kind of, a difficult thing to actually predict, because not only we have so many drivers and parameters that we really cannot control because everything is going through the dark pools. But I think with the development that we are seeing now, with what is happening with Robinhood, what's happening with the way Citadel is handling the response to the attacks, and the whole Citadel and Ken Griffin lied and Citadel scandal, I think that may bring up something that the SEC can use, even though so far, we expected the SEC to do something, but, it really didn't do that much. When you consider the whole discoveries and stories we've been pulling back when it comes to the manipulation. But AMC is still part of a market, AMC is still part of a benchmark, AMC is still part of an index, and anything happening this week on the markets as a whole, can impact those sectors, can also impact the trading in AMC. So let's get into what we can expect to see from the markets this week. So by look at the economic calendar, we have some indicators that are going to come out next week, and I think everything kind of points out to inflation because of what Jerome Powell said a couple of weeks ago. First of all, they said we're going to start reducing, the stimulus money in November, but we are also going to keep looking at how the job market looks, because if we feel like the job market is not tough enough or strong enough to continue to bring this growth into the economy as we get into 2022, then we may not be as aggressive into addressing this whole inflation thing, all right? And that's why anything considered or directly relating to this job market has to do with inflation. So we have 3 of these indicators that are going to actually be produced and published next week. So first of all, we do have on Tuesday, on Monday, not really anything to say there, but Wednesday we have the ADP non-farm employment change. Again, employment, job market, inflation. All right. So we also have the crude oil inventory. So really nothing to do with AMC here, but just as a side thing, parenthesis. If you want to do some great deals, swing trading, even day trading, there are some really interesting names here to play this week also. So please, if you are interested into making some gains, consider looking at the best cheap energy stocks. It's a video I published, I think, last week. Please go ahead and do so. So back to AMC. On Thursday, we also have the initial jobless claims, another indicator pointing to how the job market is looking and indirectly going back to inflation. And also Friday, again, unemployment rate. So, we have 3 main indicators that are going to affect the job market, hence affecting indirectly the way the whole inflation is going to actually be handled by the Fed. So it might bring out volatility, and volatility always tend to rhyme with AMC. But again, the whole fact that we do have lots of the volume going through the dark pools, I don't really expect much, even though the buying pressure from the suits buying outside and the retailers buying outside of the dark pools changing, unless with all of the attention brought so far to Robinhood possible insider trading and what Citadel has been responding so far on the allegations of them colluding with Robinhood. I think maybe if we hear something from the SEC really concrete, then we can expect another volatility putting the price in an upward direction. But again, nothing really to expect there in terms of, I wouldn't hold my breath on that, because, for the last 9 months, there have been so many things they could have used, and here we are, they still silent. Now, on the chart, before ending this video, I think from a technical standpoint of things, guys, if we really can manage to close above the 48, which acted as resistance couple of times, we can really also try to flirt back again with the 50s. But if we manage somehow to close below the 38, we can go back to the last support there, which is sitting at 34. But again, this can pull, or this can just run anytime any time from the pre-market to post-market, just any time, because we know what is at stake here. And you just never know with AMC. You just never know.